The other day, I got a Discord message from my dear friend, Steady Eddie. It read, "Anyone played Lens Island? It's not an MMO, it's a single player survival thing that looks good. It's been early access for years, but it's coming out in a month or something. It looks really good, I think I want to try it." I won't lie, I thought this was a joke at first because Lens Island sounds very close to Pen Island, and if you know, you know. But strangely enough, I had seen a video on my For You feed on YouTube, and it was about Lens Island.
Hey everybody, it's Julian, and to commemorate exactly 2 years since launching Lens Island to early access on Steam, we've put together this video showing how I built Lens Island and Flow Studio from a tiny little one-person studio in my bedroom, all the way to a multi-person studio and getting ready for a Lens Island full multiplayer release mid-next year. It's been a hell of a ride, so let's begin.
Roughly 9 minutes and 26 seconds later, I found myself downloading and playing Lens Island. Jesus Christ. So let's start with the basics. It is indeed in early access. It's available on Steam at the ripe old price of £20. And yes, you heard correctly, it started off with one man in his bedroom spending countless hours in front of the computer. We've all been there. Fast forward to the present day, and this game is worlds apart from where it once began. The looks might have changed, but at heart it's still a top-down RPG-ish, survival-ish, crafting, tower defense base building game. And that's a direct quote. Just think if RuneScape and Valheim had a baby, this is the end product. What I love about this game the most is that it has this whole cozy Stardew Valley feel where you're like, ooh, growing crops, ooh, let's go kill a deer. And then you go downstairs into the bitter darkness of the caves, and you realise just how fucking difficult this game can be. The light did nothing! Eat the mushroom! Eat the mushroom! Oh, I'm gonna die. No! I know what you're thinking. I'm level 1 and I died. Does that even count?
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
Fuck my fucking fucky ass, you fuck. And you think to yourself, how dare you have so much depth? I came here just to farm and be cozy, you bastard. And to think, half this game was probably programmed by some guy sat in his bedroom in his underpants. How does that make you feel? There is an RPG element to it, there's a story that you can follow and dungeons that you can go and delve in, but there's also a big survival element to it. It has your typical vertical progression where you have to get better tools to get better materials to make better items. And in typical survival fashion, you do indeed need to eat to survive. You have a hunger bar. If you don't eat, you die. Once again proving that you can learn more from a video game than you can the American educational system. There is also a day and night cycle, and you can sleep all the way through the night if you want to, or the day if you're as depressed as me. And at certain points in the season, there'll be a harvest moon. This basically means that players will be rewarded with more crops if they farm them during the harvest moon. However, be warned, creatures from the deep will come out and try and kill you. This aspect of the game becomes more difficult the further into the story you get. The good news is you do have the ability to build tower defenses to help defend you and your outpost. And as the night goes on, the waves will get progressively harder until you reach morning. At which point they just go to bed or something, I don't know. So yes, you can build a cozy little farmhouse with all the crops around it, but just be warned.
When the sun goes down, you are not safe from death's cold embrace.
Going back to the RPG elements, there is indeed a skill tree, you have an XP bar, you can craft items, and you can even buy them in the local villages. This includes armor and weapons, plus some other utilities, such as a new backpack. The villages themselves can be upgraded, and in doing so, it will unlock other shops which will help you in your progression. And if you get them all the way to the top level, it will even create a warp portal, which will allow you to fast travel to other portals you might have unlocked already. Obviously, being on an island, when it comes to exploration, you'll have to use a boat, or alternatively, you can go down to the mines and try and find your way in the dark. The mines themselves are vast and full of horrors, but that's not to say they don't have their own rewards. There's lots of materials down here that you'll need in order to progress your crafting. This is also likely where you'll be introduced to your first bit of combat. But once you do get the hang of it, you'll understand how to crit, how to do combos, how to use different skills, and even switch to different weapons. The weapons themselves can be enchanted as well as upgraded, and there's a selection of different runes that you can put on them, which will become pretty integral later on into the game. And remember, all these systems started off with one man in his underpants creating a game. But the question remains, does it actually work? Is it fun? I'm going to be very blunt with you. I played this game for about 10 hours straight in my first sitting. Last time I was this addicted to something, I sold my mom's TV for crack money. Before I go any further with my compliments about this game, I just want to point out this isn't a sponsored video. I have generally enjoyed playing this game, and if anything, it actually makes me sad the further I progress, because I know it's going to have to come to an end. This game is very good at letting you just go and figure stuff out. Yes, there's certain prompts in terms of crafting, but it doesn't tell you the best way to make money. It doesn't tell you how to go and navigate the downstairs caverns. It just lets you go and do it. One of the things I really rate about this game is the fact that it's got this low poly graphics, but actually it's quite enhanced. Like the lighting effects are really good, and because it is low poly, it gives you this whole nostalgia of like playing these old RPG games, when in actual fact it's a modern classic. There's also no voice lines, so you have to do your own reading, and I think that actually adds to it because it gives you, once again, that nostalgic feel. And even though it is in early access, nothing too janky has happened. I think I got stuck once and it managed to resolve itself, and oh yeah, I did kind of fall off the edge of the world because it just didn't load in the next chunk. But nothing that was game breaking or game ending, it just basically threw me back in the world and it started working again. Like, I've played early access from AAA studios, which have got way more jank than this could ever have. I don't know how many hours of the game I have left, because I haven't done much of the main story, but I've definitely pretty much mastered all the crafting and have quite a lot of like high up gear. So with that in mind, I've been taking it a bit slower and just like, you know, trying to enjoy the environment and build my base up a little bit. For instance, this is my base at the start, and this is it now. And believe me, I'm not even done yet. I do have to keep reminding myself that this is early access. I mean, they only just recently added a companions like expansion, which is a nifty feature which allows you to tame and keep pets. And these pets will follow you around, and depending on which one you have, they might help you harvest material or attack enemies. In regards to the roadmap, they do have an expansion planned for March, which is the Frozen Lands update, which looks to be some sort of mountains. And then they'll have the full release in July, and this will include co-op and a hardcore mode. And I've got a funny feeling it won't just end there. So I'm truly looking forward to the future of this game, and I'm looking forward to all the new features they'll bring with it. I know it's only January, but hear me out. I reckon this will be one of the best indie games of the year. That's how much I've enjoyed this title. Now, I'll be completely blunt, I'm pretty sure this video won't get hundreds of thousands of views. It definitely won't hit the mainstream YouTube algorithm, which is why I appreciate every person who even watches this video. And as a reward for getting this far into the video, I want to do something special. And that's why I'm going to be doing a giveaway for one free copy of this game. It is on Steam, it's not on console, so if you want a copy, you have to be a PC pleb. But to enter, simply like the video and comment below sausage and then whatever else you want to say. And then in 2 weeks time from this video being published, I'll announce the winner on my community page. And on that bombshell, I'll end the video there. As always, like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. A big thank you to my Patreon and YouTube members. You guys are the best. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.